Hello and welcome. Today we're going to have a chat about Nerite snails and more specifically the Horned Nerite snail. In my opinion, one of the nicest looking Nerite snails that we get. As with other Nerite snails, these are algae eating machines, and what makes them unique is the little horn-like extensions on their shells. These Horned Nerite snails are native to Southeast Asia and can be found in their natural habitat living in brackish water in the deltas and river systems. They are also tidal snails, which means they can go out of the water and get back in. If you should find one has climbed out for extended time, you can put them back, but usually they return on their own. As with everything in the hobby, there are pros and cons of getting some. But in our opinion, the pros outweigh the cons when it comes to Nerite snails. As I said, they are by far one of the best algae eaters that you will find, as their main source of food is algae. Now you might say, well, it's a snail and I don't want snails in my tank. But here's one of the cons or pros. They won't breed in fresh water. Nerite snails go through a larva stage and they need brackish water or full marine water to breed successfully. So you'll never have an overpopulation of Nerite snails in a normal freshwater tank. They will still lay eggs, but the eggs will never hatch. If you decide to get some, you can look at adding 1 per 20 liter or 5 gallons of water. You don't need more than that, as if you have more, they will go through the algae quicker and they will run out of their primary food source, at which time you can supplement with algae wafers or some vegetables. Other tank parameters to keep in mind before you get them is that they can tolerate a wider range of pH, usually 6 to about 8, and they can also tolerate a higher water temperature anywhere between 21 and 28 degrees, which enables you to put them with a wider range of tank mates. And even though that they're one of the smallest Nerite snails that you get, which makes them a better fit for a nano or shrimp only tank, with the wider range of tank parameters that they can survive at, you can put them with bigger community fish. From what we've observed, the maximum size that they get to is about a quarter to less than half the size of a zebra Nerite snail. And their lifespan, even though that they say it's about 2 years, we've had some now for over 3 years. So keep this in mind whenever you get them, to get them as small as possible to maximize the lifespan that you get out of them. Again, we see this as a major positive, that even though that they are very small, Nerites in general eat a lot of algae and a lot of different types of algae. So they can get into a lot of different spaces that other fish and or shrimp might not be able to get to, and clear out algae there. They're especially good in cleaning hard algae off of your glass, rocks and other hardscapes. And finally, just some general advice when you get them. Even though they can go in community tanks, please don't put them in tanks that's got loaches and or assassin snails in them, as Nerites have a trap door which is quite hard and not easy to get through, but in time assassin snails and or loaches will be able to eat them, so it's not advised to keep them with them. Then if you should decide that you want to attempt to breed them, the breeding process isn't that hard. You can have them lay their eggs in your normal freshwater tank and just move the specific hardscape over to a brackish tank, add some algae or spirulina powder to the water and have them breed out. Some people have been successful in doing this, so by all means try it. And then finally, if you enjoy content like this and you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, giving us a like and sharing the video. And remember that bell icon to get updates on any new videos that we post. Thank you for watching and goodbye.